Hello, my name is Emily and welcome to my channel. This is how my weekly setup is. I copy. Today we're going to be talking about digital versus paper planning. I've wanted to make something like this since I made my last video, the habits video. But when I first started planning, I went full force into it. My bank account hated me and I even started getting in debt because of it. I love stationery and I would buy all of it even if I had no use for it. And to think that I wanted to be a minimalist. Amanda Rachel was my inspiration, like most, for when I started planning and doing bullet journaling. That meant I was buying markers, pens, clips, and so much washi tape that I don't even use anymore. And it literally wasn't even necessary because I had all of those things, but I just wanted to have what she had. So I wanted to have like the aesthetic things. After I got burnt out from bullet journaling, which only lasted like maybe 6 months, I got into sticker planning. I don't know if any of you know, but there's like a whole sticker community out there on Instagram. So I got into that and I got so sucked into it. They even have like $2 Tuesday sales, which is literally every single week. I bought so many stickers. I first started out on Michael's because I was impatient. That was the beginning of it. Then I started buying stuff on Etsy and different shops. I wanted to support small businesses, you know, but I was literally going broke. I even made some YouTube videos about this whole sticker planning. I didn't even know this thing existed until I met my friend Joanna, and I really loved it, but I got burnt out really quickly. Let's just say that I bought a whole bunch of stationery. There are literally so many ways to plan and I chose the most expensive way to plan. I had to take a break and I didn't plan for I think like 6 months. I really got burnt out by everything. I couldn't even touch a planner for all that time. It literally took a whole bunch of creativity out of me, and I'm an artsy person, but I was doing creative things like all the time. I was coming up with creative things on my planner spreads, and I wasted a lot of time on like Instagram looking at people's looking for inspiration, but I wasted a lot of time. After that break, I got more serious about my job, and I also decided that I wanted to make a business. I needed a planner to actually write my tasks down. And this honestly helped me do a whole bunch more besides like my job and my business, but even things like around the house, like washing dishes, doing my laundry, taking out the trash. It helped me get into more of a habit of doing those things weekly instead of like never. So I realized there are so many benefits of planning. It really helped me to be more organized. I definitely saw a difference in when I planned for the next day or the week to when I did not plan for the next day. If I did not plan for the next day, I had nothing in mind that I needed to do and I would get nothing done. So for example, yesterday I had some things that I needed to do, but then I started watching the show. I was trying to finish this Korean drama called Itaewon Class, and I literally spent all day doing that. I started on episode 7 and I think I started around like 9 in the morning, and then I binge watched that for the whole day until the last episode, episode 16. So yeah, what is that? 9 episodes in one day. Yep, I did that. So not a good example. Yes, I still struggle with that if I don't have a plan for the next day. I did have a plan that I needed to film some B-roll. I needed to film this segment, but I'm doing this the next day. And yeah. Don't get addicted to Korean dramas. That's just one example. Back then I would have no plan for the day and I would literally just be playing games all day, Animal Crossing or other things. I used to play like Valorant with my friends, and that's literally all I would do. I would literally be gaming all day. It's not to say that it's not bad to do those things like once in a while. I actually, like this week, I had a stressful week. I was really stressed about this meeting that I had on Friday, and then yesterday I literally just decompressed all day. I also realized when I was planning, I was putting way too many things on my to-do list for each day, at least for me. It's better for me to just separate all the tasks for different days of the week, and if there's too many things on one day, I'll usually just like drag it to another day, especially like in my Notion setup that I'm going to be showing you guys soon. Anyways, I've had a love-hate relationship with digital planning. I tried to get into it just because I really like the aesthetic of it. I love just, you know, I need to use technology more for planning, not for like fun stuff. But I use it on my phone. So I have the Notion app on my phone and also on my Mac. So this is what my setup looks like. This is what I use the most. I go into my weekly, and this week I have a calendar and all the things that I need to do for the week or have done, and I can just go back and then I can go back there. I don't really add anything in my calendar just because it's too small. I'll just add it to my paper planner, and then I'll just transfer it on over here. The two things that I use the most are weekly and books to read. This is mostly because I just find books that I want to read, and I'll just add it over here. And super easy, even like shows to watch sometimes, but those two are the two that I use the most, weekly and books to read. So yeah, I don't use it as much as I should, but I'm getting used to it, and the thing that I like about it the most is that it's all in one. Notion is just all in one. So I want to get more into it, but I'm just like not there yet. I really, really like it though. It's really, really intimidating at first, but once you watch like a couple videos on like how to set up your Notion, it becomes less intimidating once you actually have yours set up the way that you want it. Right now it's like super minimal for me, but I might have more things later. The great thing I like about it is that it's totally free. There's so many ways to plan on there, and I love it because it's all in one. I can show you right now how I do my paper planning. Alright, so this is my planner. This is what I pick up literally every single day, and I write in it every single day. So this is what it looks like. I just have a little pocket of like extra stickers, and I'm basically just like using up a whole bunch of stickers that I have. It has been my favorite planner so far. This is what I use the most because I am like managing a whole group of people. I have to write down when people are off, when people have appointments, and everything, like if people are working from home. So it's literally like my work plus personal in one. So when I first started this planner, I was like really into it, and I was using washi tapes and everything. I wanted to make it look really, really pretty, but it happened for like a good I think month maybe. And this is when I actually journaled in here, and then I kind of just started doing like to-do lists. I marked down my meals. What I started to do, I would still put like the days of the week at the top, and then I would move my to-do list over here in the middle, and then over here I would just write down anything that happened, like highlights or what I was mad about, you know, just like my feelings, so that I wouldn't have to be pressured to actually journal a whole paragraph or anything like that. And I still like kept up with the meals that I had, and then I would like put some stickers here and there. And yeah, that's pretty much my planner for my Hobonichi A6, and this is the original and the spring version. This is my weekly planner. It's a Hobonichi Weeks. This one I'm really trying to use every single day, but I'm just not used to it yet. It's pretty small, and I honestly think I like the bigger size, but we'll see. I basically just copy everything from what's in my Hobonichi A6 to over here, and this one I like it because of the weekly layout. I get to see everything at a glance for the week, and then I also have like a to-do list for the week. So, and then also I put my habits in here as well. So this is what each week looks like. I was basically using the template for what Lindsay Scribbles has. So this is where I like big things that are happening, or just like for work, if someone is off, someone has an appointment, or like holidays, stuff like that. And then these are like my actual to-do list for what I need to do for the day. And then this is like highlight or how I was feeling. My habits, I just write them all down. I cross it off whenever I need to. So some weeks are like busier than other weeks. As you can see, this week was like really, really busy. I don't know why. I really don't know why. And some weeks are not. Some weeks I just forget to actually write stuff in here. So that is my weekly planner. Hobonichi Weeks, Hobonichi Techo, this is all I use. So this is my Notion setup. This is my dashboard. I have it just as lileggi's dashboard, and this is what it looks like. I just have a cover of eggs and then it's nothing too fancy. It's literally just super plain. So this is my planner, and this is where I go to the most, and I use it on my phone as well sometimes, but this is where I go to. This is how my weekly setup is. I copied off of another girl. She has like a Notion setup. I'll link the video in the cards and also in the description, but I just have a calendar and the days of the week, and then just like a to-do list of what I need to do, and then I just have like a check mark if I finished it or not. But yeah, I just have like the week number and that, and then when I'm done with it, I have an archive of my old ones that I did, so I can go back and look if I ever need to. And so once I'm done with this one, which is today, so I'll just drag it and then I'll move it in here, but not just yet. And then if I wanted to make a new one, so I have this one, but then I literally just copied it from the one before, so I can just like duplicate this, and then it'll be there, and then I can just update it to like week 7. This will be February 14th to the 20th, and then I can just add in whatever I need to over here. This is my personal calendar. I add in whatever thing is not related to work, so like birthdays, holidays, and when I'm going to be out of town, if I have stuff for church. So like this Wednesday I have to do youth group worship. I guess I could put a time, 6:30. So yeah, I just have a whole bunch of things there for my personal calendar. And I also have a weekly habit checklist. I did this today. Vitamins. I just have like a whole list. It's not like super fancy or anything. And you just put the names and a whole bunch of check boxes. If you want me to go more in detail of how I do it, of how I actually make it, then I can make a separate video about it. But there's a whole bunch of other YouTubers that have like the more in-depth way of doing this, but I just basically made a table of this. I have other things here for like YouTube, for my work. My work calendar is a lot more busier, and I add in a lot of things like meetings and when people are off. Yeah, that's basically it. It's a lot more busier. I also have like notes for meetings and also like things that I need to do. And then for like YouTube, I copied off of Thomas Frank and then a whole bunch of other YouTubers. The Bliss Bean is where I got a lot of inspiration from. I just put these here like podcast newsletter. I don't actually have one, but just in case if I do ever have one, so I'll have it there. Instagram, I have nothing, but I need to get better at that. And some things in my personal, I don't really use these things, maybe like the wish list I do. The thing that I go to the most is my work calendar, my weekly setup, and my habits, and then my books to read. I actually add a lot of books, especially when I'm watching like other YouTube videos, when they like mention a book that they're reading or that they liked, or even on Instagram. And I just have a whole bunch of things that are related to whatever category or genre, and then I'll just have like a list of quotes or just favorite books that I read. Yeah, and then there's like shows, recipes. So yeah, that's my Notion setup, and let's get back to the video. Anyways, so I hope that this video was helpful to you. I obviously am not like perfect planner at all, but it's helped me so much in my life, whether you paper plan, whether you digital plan, or whether you do both. Honestly, having both works best for me because I have different areas that I can transfer information onto. I don't mind having extra information or like duplicate information on my paper planner and my digital planner. That way, if I don't have my paper planner for some reason, I always have it on my phone, or I have it on my Mac. I'm trying to use up all my stationery, just my stickers. I have so much stickers. I'm trying to use my washi tapes. I do want to get to a point where I just am not wasting paper. I don't want to be doing that, and I want to transfer that all into a digital platform. Anyways, that is how I plan effectively. I encourage you all to find your way to plan effectively. Obviously, so many other people have different ways of planning. Some people have like the time blocks, which I can't do. I personally cannot do. Maybe I'll have a different opinion on it later, but for me, I don't like it. hopefully this was helpful to you guys. If you guys are not already planning, I highly encourage you to, especially if you're in school, especially if you are just trying to be more organized. Like, it really helps you get into a routine of doing things. It really helped me to have a morning routine. I hope you guys learned something new from this video. I hope you guys check out Notion. Notion is a great planner for everyone. It's free for everyone. If you want to hit that bell icon, you will know when I post every single time, and it really helps me out if you hit the thumbs up button if you like this video and subscribe. Also, if you have any feedback for me, or if you want to see some videos or just like ideas, please leave them in the comments. I also want to know how you guys plan effectively, and if there's some ways that I haven't even mentioned or haven't even tried that's maybe helpful to me and maybe helpful to others. So thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.
For something reciprocal.